Hello, intuitive friends, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. If you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just look down below in the description box, and there you will have the links. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Today, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what potential uh, energies may be unfolding here for you and your partner in the month of November. Now, I will be channeling messages individually for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And if you're interested in all the other astrological signs, just make sure you take a look at the couples playlist, and there you will be able to see all the other messages for all the other astrological signs. That being said, for those of you who are watching me after the live stream, just look down below in the description box and there you will see the timestamp. Click on that timestamp and I'll see you in your designated uh, astrological sign. That being said, for those of you who are joining me live, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that you enjoy these channeled messages. Please know that I do have the chat open. I'm not going to be able to say hello to all of you who may stop by, but please know that I want to say thank you for stopping by and for giving some thumbs up while I'm doing this live stream. Okay, in the chat, you'll see what I am channeling for Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, because you will see the symbol. Okay, the astrological symbol there, so you don't get confused when you just chime in and you just join in mid reading. Okay. That being said, we're going to start with Taurus. Hello, Taurus, and welcome. If you are a Taurus sun, moon, rising, or if you are a Taurus and other astrological placements on your astrological natal chart that focus on love, connections, partnerships, marriage, and connections, then you too are welcome to take a look at this reading. And those areas on your astrological natal chart would be if you are a Taurus Venus, or a Taurus Juno, or a Taurus in your fifth house on your astrological natal chart, or Taurus in your seventh house on your astrological natal chart. It doesn't have to be all of those, but if you have one of those, then this message is also both for you, Taurus, and your partner. I'm taking a look at the mutual overall energy and what could be potentially be unfolding here for you in the month of November. Okay, so Taurus, this is for you and your partner, and indeed, this message is for couples, or people who are in connections and partnerships. Okay, that being said, Taurus, let's take a look here at what's coming through for Taurus and your partner or your connection here in the month of November. What could be potentially unfolding for you and your partner, for the both of you, or your connection? Let's see what's coming through. And we have here peaceful parallel, harmony flows, harmony flows, lives aligned, basking in the serene glow of peace. Wow, this is very, very beautiful. Very nice and peaceful type of energy here, Taurus, you and your partner. I mean, this makes a lot of sense because Venus is in Libra. And as you know, Taurus, Venus rules you, Taurus, and it also rules Libra, which means that when Venus is in its home sector, whether it be in your sign, Taurus, or whether Venus is in Libra, it is in its home. So this makes a lot of sense because right now Venus is in its special good placement, which is Libra. Okay. And so it's going to be there. It's going to remain there until November 6th. Of course, as we know that, there could always be a week or two after that, we could still feel that energy. And if that's the case, then that's pretty much the majority of November, right? And so it's feeling like things are calm, cool, and collected here between you and your partner. I do feel that there is this sense of, feeling like both, I mean, parallel is just kind of like being on the same wavelength, or maybe you're doing your thing, Taurus, in the month of November, your partner's doing their thing in the month of November, but there is this sense of still feeling united or feeling together, or feeling like there's this sense here of, even if we are taking care of career, family, business, money, whatever the areas may be, we are still together, we're still united, we're still um, in the flow of inner peace, mental peace, energetic peace. Okay. Now, I do see that. I mean, I do see that this is the part that you're seeing, but in reality, this is the energy that I'm channeling over here because it's the one that's facing me. Okay. Just wanted to make that clear there. But I do feel that, yeah, you guys are looking good. There's a sense here of like, a glow. Maybe there's even this sense here of like a kind of like a glow that you may be radiating in the month of November, Taurus, or your partner. Here, both of you together working and working on your connection and connecting. So everything so far is looking good. It's looking like it's a peaceful month here where Venus, of course, is in Libra until November 6th, and you're feeling the energy of that within your connection. Let's see what else is coming through. All right, and we have here the stork. And good luck again. I mean, talk about validation confirmation. This is beautiful, Taurus. First and foremost, Taurus, you have here the stork. I do want to say that the stork is about new beginnings. Okay, so that's number one. But the stork could also be here a forecasted announcement, so to speak, that there could be here, especially if you and your partner, are wanting to expand your family, you want children. This could be children, okay? This could be pregnancy, this could be a baby, this could be blended families as well. The stork is about that new beginning, but the stork is also this energy of improvement and progression. So there are things that are moving and changing. There's a sense of growth. There's the sense of personal growth also. So there may be things that you are working on and your partner is working on, and those things outside of your connections are also growing, and both of you are basking in the energy here of that beautiful expansion or growth. Okay. You also have here clover. So it's as if you have this beautiful energy in the month of November here, Taurus, where things are feeling really positive. Not only are they feeling very positive, but you could be seeing that positivity in some way, shape, or form. For some of you, you may start seeing a sense of progress or improvement here. You may kind of start seeing like destiny or fate is on your side. Things are kind of like moving in your favor, okay? Meaning you and your partner. So it's moving in the favor of the both of you, okay? There may be an unexpected opportunity. There may be an unexpected, surprise. Like I said, for some of you, it may be here pregnancy, it may be something having to do with children. It may be about blended families. Okay. It doesn't have to be, but for some of you, that may be the case. There may also be here kind of like someone in the family that you hear about this good news as well. So there could be someone in your immediate family, friends, loved ones that could be expecting. And maybe there's some news here where it could be like you could be an uncle, or you're you're going to be a grandmother, or you're going to be a grandfather, or you're going to be, you know, fill in the blank, whatever that may be. So that is also coming through here in this energy. What I'm also feeling here with the stork is there is this like beautiful newness here. So again, it could be because of that Venus in Libra, which has happened since October 13th. So some of you have been experiencing this energy since October 13th when Venus moved into Libra. Okay, let's see what else is unfolding here for you. Give me more clarity here in regards to the parallel. What's coming through here in regards to the parallel? So let's see. So far, Taurus, this is looking really, really nice. All right, double standards. Different people are held to different standards, okay? So there may be this energy here, Taurus, where, you know, everything is looking great, but there may be something here in regards to one thing, legal matters. If it is legal matters, I feel that things are moving in your direction, Taurus, for you and your partner. So if it's on your side, things may be looking good. If it's your partner's side, things are looking good. If it's coming across as something that may be happening behind legal matters, court cases, negotiation, contracts, things of that nature, okay? Now, in the month of November, though, if there is a sense of like, you know, signing a contract or agreeing to fill in the blank to whatever this may be, whether this is work, whether this is something connected to the family, just double check. Make sure that what you're signing is what you are understanding and that things are very transparent. Okay. Because, for example, maybe, and this is just an example, but for some of you, this may be the case. Okay. So this is just an example. But let's say here you have pregnancy and clover. I'm sorry, pregnancy. Okay. Maybe for some of you, it's pregnancy. You have the stork and the clover. And maybe here with the stork, this is about a new opportunity, right? An opportunity that's unexpected, that's coming in your way. Let's pretend that it is about an apartment or a house, okay? So you get this really kind of like real big blessing of finding the home or the apartment that you've been looking for, that both of you have been looking for. And now it's time for you to have or go to the open house or check out the apartment or check out the place, making sure that you understand all the information that's connected to the apartment, that it's being transparent, that the person is being honest and letting you know what you need to know, that there's also a very clear understanding on what the contract is, what it includes, what does entail. Okay, now I'm giving the example of an apartment or a house, but this could be in anything that you are negotiating, that you are saying yes to. Okay, especially there may be called to, right? If there is an in the month of November here, the potential here of something unfolding having to do with the legality of your connection. What does that mean? That means that maybe some of you are going to ask you know, someone to get, you know, your partner, not someone, but your partner to get married, or your partner is going to ask you to get married, or you're asking your partner. Okay. So really understanding here what it entails to, you know, be in that higher level of commitment, whether that higher level of commitment is moving in with each other, whether it's that higher level of commitment is engagement, whether for others of you that higher level of commitment is getting married, whether the higher level of commitment is just having a long-term relationship with one another. Whatever those terms are, making sure that both of you are on the same page, that one person is not feeling like, you know, they like something is, it is clear and that it is within, you know, a harmonious balance here with each other. Because remember, peaceful parallel are two things that are next to each other, running next to each other. They're not united like this, but they're next to each other. So making sure that although both of you are focusing on different elements about maybe your career, your life in general, okay, and also your life together as a partner or a connection or a marriage, that there is an understanding here that there isn't a double standard here of some sorts in any way, shape, or form. Okay. But other than that, this is looking really, really beautiful here, Taurus. So, um, like I said, I feel has a lot to do with the fact that, Venus is in Libra and will be in Libra until November 6th. So, and maybe you may feel that even a little longer. Okay. But there you go. Let go of control issues. Okay. So, whatever potential situation, circumstance, or event may potentially arise here in November, even though things look really good. Okay. Um, and by the way, even though they look really good, especially if it's like a pregnancy here, it may shift certain things here. So again, making sure that we understand how that change is going to impact the both of you here. Okay. Now, you also have here let go of control issues. It says here, allow the situation to unfold naturally. So allowing things to unfold naturally here in this beautiful connection between the both of you, but also here allow things to unfold naturally in regards to understanding here how to balance certain dynamics or certain things, or maybe here some personal beliefs or values here with each other. Okay. Whatever this may be fully about here, because of course this is a general reading, this is really talking about the harmonious balance, the compromising, the agreements, the kind of understanding each other and the flow of it. Because the moment, and I mentioned this a little earlier here, the moment this scale tips more in one direction than the other, there may be a potential here of feeling, whether one of you or both of you feeling here, that control the situation, circumstance, or event. If it's not control, it may feel here like someone is trying to tip the scales more in their favor than in the other person's favor. Okay. So there may be here that type of energy that is being felt or thought of if and when, again, this double standard situation potentially shows up here within the connection in the month of November. Okay. Like, oh, why does it have to be, always on like what you say? Or why does it always have to be in this way and not in this way? Or, you know what double standards are, right? It says different people are held to different standards. So making sure that was like, as they say, the saying goes, what is good for the goose is good for the gander. Okay. And again, it's just an expression talking about ensuring that there is an equal balance here within the connection, and that someone isn't trying to tip the scales of fairness here. Okay. That being said, let's take a look at the next and final deck here for you. And Taurus and your partner here, let's see what else is coming through for you. Okay. Now I am shifting it over because this deck has messages on both ends, okay? So in the reverse as well as in the upright position. So let's see what's coming through here for Taurus and their partner, the potential unfolding here in the month of November. All in all, everything is looking really good though, Taurus. I feel that if there is something here that needs to be in balance, it will be, and it will be here for the highest good of both of you, because Clover here is like that Wheel of Fortune energy in tarot, where things spin in a direction of improvement and progress. Okay, you have here the Ace of Swords in reverse. Remember that I was talking about that misinformation in regards to the double standards, that if you are signing something, agreeing to something, whether it's a home, an apartment, whether it's a car, whether it's something that is you are verbally agreeing to with each other in the connection or together as a couple, that both of you make sure that you have all the information that you need in order to make an informed decision, okay? Because Mercury is going to be in retrograde starting November 6th, okay? So by the way, the Ace of Swords is in reverse, okay? And then it has the King of Cups. So, and it's very important that you take into account the fact that Mercury is going to be in retrograde. Remember that Mercury influences clarity of communication and clarity of thought. It also influences travel and influences technology. So when Mercury is in retrograde, we're talking about those areas that Mercury influences having some sort of tension because Mercury is going against its normal rotation. So, taking that into account, when Mercury goes in retrograde, it does happen to increase the tendency to delay certain things, okay? Where plans may shift at the drop of a dime, unexpected changes may occur. There may be travel delays or travel changes, schedule changes as well. There could be a little bit of this energy of having a miscommunication here, okay, between the both of you. Like one little thing creates a real big sense of tension because of miscommunication. All right. So, that being, the energy that will be shifted here in the month of November, the Ace of Swords in reverse is saying that there could be here either a lack of focus on something, or there could be a misinformation or a lack of communication where there that could lead here to a misunderstanding with the Ace of Swords in reverse. Now, is it going to be the end all and be all of everything? No, I do feel that there is a sense of both of you being able to maturely, okay, emotional maturity and emotional intelligence to take over here and help smooth the situation that may potentially be unfolding here in the month of November. Okay, the King of Cups. The King of Cups is the energy that you, Taurus, and your partner may potentially be embracing here in the month of November, where both of you here may start looking at things from a different point of view, looking at it from a emotional maturity, making sure that it makes sense, making sure that you stay calm, cool, collected, regardless what this situation may be talking about, especially with the Ace of Swords in reverse and the double standards, as well as let go of control, let go of control issues here. So again, I do feel that there's a sense of not only maturity, but there's a sense of remaining calm, cool, and collected, no matter what this may be. Sense of mutual understanding as well, because the King of Cups, again, yes, it's about a person who's romantic, who's tender, loving, caring, and compassionate, but it's also about a person here who remains, you know, objective in a way, doesn't allow the external unexpected situations to shift their emotions, because there is a mastery of their emotions, right? So that mastery of emotion means that regardless of what may be happening around the connection, meaning external forces, or within the connection individually, meaning you, Taurus, or your partner individually, there's a sense of emotional maturity here and being aware of the compassion, the understanding, and the kindness and the support that is needed in order to move past this potential situation, circumstance, or event, right? That's the reason why stork is here. Okay, a new beginning, a new chapter. Remember that I also said the stork could be here a sense of in addition to the family, okay, whether it be you and your partner, Taurus, or whether it be in your immediate family. That being said, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section so that I know that you have resonated with these messages throughout the month of November. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Up next, we have Virgo. But first, hello, intuitive. Those of you who are watching me live, thank you so much for stopping by and saying hi. My apologies if I can't say hi right away, because as you know, I'm also recording for the couples messages, right? So I don't have an opportunity kind of say hi in the middle of the reading, but I always say hi once I'm done with the reading because this is a live. So divine timing. Hello, my dear. Thank you so much for stopping by, intuitive friend, and saying hi. And for all of you who are giving a thumbs up, I greatly appreciate it. So intuitive friends, don't forget to take a look at your November readings, and don't forget to take a look at the messages that I channeled focusing on what you don't see coming. Okay, that is in the bonus message. There's a lot of planetary shifts that are coming in our direction, especially starting with Mercury that's going on retrograde on November 6th. And you will see that sometimes I am stumbling over my words. I do have a strong Mercury placement. So when it goes in retrograde, I tend to kind of like step over my own words there and jumble. So there you go. Not only that, but I'm also having some tech difficulties with, my recordings, but no worries. That just gives me an opportunity to come here and do the lives. So for those of you who are single, hello, Pandemonium. How are you? Love and light to you as well. Thank you so much. And divine timing as well. Thank you so much for stopping by. I was just saying that when I'm doing the live readings here for the couples, I don't have an opportunity to say hello while I'm in the middle of the reading, but I definitely like to say hello right after. So thank you so much, Pandemonium, for your love, your loyalty, and your support. For those of you who are single, the Singles Collective, remember that I already channeled your messages, so make sure that you take a look at that in the Singles playlist, okay? All right, intuitive friends, let's take a look at who's coming up next. Well, we have Virgo. So this is a couples reading. So I am doing the couples reading here for the earth signs. If you're interested in the fire signs, I already did that. I haven't had the opportunity to put in the timestamps, but I definitely will put the timestamps for the fire signs and the earth signs as soon as I finish doing the readings, okay? So that being said, let's jump into the reading for Virgo. Oh, I forgot I got to introduce Virgo. And then I also need to drop the Virgo symbol here for those of you who are watching me live. All right, there you go. And here we are. We're up to Virgo. Hello, Virgo, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or however Virgo may show up on your astrological natal chart in sections or placements of your astrological natal chart that focus on love, connections, partnerships, marriage, and relationships. And those placements would be if you are a Virgo in Venus, or a Virgo in Juno, or a Virgo in your fifth house, or a Virgo in your seventh house. So if you have those placements on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are also for you. So Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and other placements on your astrological natal chart. These messages are not only for you, Virgo, but also for your partner, okay? That being said, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box, as all my information is down below. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, don't forget to give me a thumbs up as well. And I also want to thank you for your love, your loyalty, and your support. Drop a rose in the comment section if these messages resonate for you at the end of this reading. That being said, let's take a look here, Virgo. What potential energy may be unfolding for both you, Virgo, and your partner in the month of November? All right, let's see what's going on here potentially. And you have moonlit unity. It says, use understanding to have greater emotional balance. What's interesting here, Virgo, is that Taurus had the same card, but they had they had it in the opposite direction. They had peaceful parallel. So very interesting. Whereas in Taurus's reading, there was this side-by-side energy. In your reading, Virgo, it's coming across as there's just more unity here being felt. Okay. So moonlight unity says use understanding to have greater emotional balance. So in the month of November here, what may be potentially unfolding is as this Mercury retrograde starts its journey here on November 6th, although some people do feel that energy before November 6th, and that Mercury retrograde is going to be from November 6th through November 29th, then there is this energy here where both of you are going to really make it a point to try to understand each other's perspective should there be a misunderstanding or a miscommunication of some sorts. As you know, when Mercury is in retrograde, it means it is the message, or I should say, the energy is that the rotation, Mercury's rotation, is going against its normal flow. So it does bring about the sense of tension in the areas that Mercury influences. Now, that's a very big deal here, Virgo, because Mercury rules Gemini, but it also rules your sign. So you may be feeling the great tension here that planetary shift is undergoing, okay? Because it does rule not only Gemini, but also Mercury rules you. So this is talking about when you feel that energy here, that tension, whether it's on your end or whether it's on your partner's end, that there's a very important way to manage the tension or the misunderstanding. And the way to go about it is to not only understand each other, but also make sure that both of you are balancing, okay? That there's a balance here. If someone is speaking, then someone is listening. If someone is speaking, then the other one is listening, that there's this kind of unity in the discussions and the manner in which you discuss something and the manner in which you try to resolve a situation, circumstance, or event. Okay, so understanding is going to be super, super important here, as well as communication. Let's see what else may be coming through for you. I'm also getting here that it's super important, like, to be just very transparent and vulnerable, whether that be you, Virgo, or that your partner is. Okay. And what do I mean by being vulnerable? I mean that, if you are having a very tough day, or if your partner's having a tough day, to just really just be very transparent about your emotions, because then that may lessen the probability here of misrepresenting what someone's quiet demeanor may be, right? One person may see the partner being very quiet, and it's like, oh, my partner's no longer interested in me, or there's not chemistry, or they don't love me, or they're upset with me, or they just don't want to deal with me. And it may not be that. It may not be all of that. It may not be all of those perspectives that you're kind of imposing on that silence. It may just simply be that the person just needs a moment to take a step back, and that's it. You just need to recover, to relax for a second. Okay. So there is this energy here of being very clear, of understanding the other person's emotions, right? And by understanding the other person's emotion, there needs to be a sense of transparency between the both of you. Let's see what other clarity is coming through, what may be potentially unfolding. And you have here the stars as well as the cross. And the cross is about sadness, it's about grief, or it's about loss. Okay. So there may be here a potential unfolding where either you, Virgo, may feel a sense of sadness, pain, or feel some type of burden, or your partner may feel some sense of sadness, pain, loss, or some sense of burden. Remember that I just channeled that message a little while ago. There may be someone here who may be a little bit quiet, or there may be someone here who may just be seeming a little bit more sad than the usual, or depressed, or may cry. And there's kind of like making a storyline here that may not be the case, right? And so that level of transparency is going to be super important, especially here, Virgo, for you, because Mercury rules your sign, okay? And because it's going in retrograde, again, it may create a little bit of more tension there. Okay. So you also have here the stars. Okay. And so the stars here is about like destiny. It's about fate. All right. And there may be this sense of feeling like your partner really understands you, or that you are being really supportive here, Virgo, for your partner, and your partner feeling that you are being very supportive, or that, vice versa. So there's this feeling of kind of like, my partner is inspiring me, my partner is helping me, they're supporting me, they're making me feel like I can, really share my burdens, I can share my challenges, my obstacles, and vice versa. So you could be feeling this, your partner could be feeling this. Again, because when there is a sense of unity, this energy of unity, this perspective of we can work at this together, let me not overthink, or let me not assume, then you move into this energy of kind of like, okay, let's just have a discussion about what's going on. I'm also getting here, there could be here someone who may have passed, either on your end, Virgo, or on your partner's end. That there may be here this sense of like remembering this person in the month of November. There could be some special reason here. It could be holidays, it could be birthday, it could be something connected. Maybe this person who's passed, just passes either through your mind, or this person who may have passed on your partner's side may pass through their mind. But there is this energy here of being supportive also in that sense, because there is something about the memory of this person, okay, coming through as well. All right, let's see what else is coming through for you and your partner. All right, give me more information here about the cross. Let's get more clarity here on this card here on the cross. What is this talking about here potentially for Virgo and their partner? Oh, there we go. We have love triangle, and that just popped out by itself from the deck. So for some of you, there's a hidden emotion here. Let me explain. Let's not jump the gun. And we have a supportive circle. There we go. All right. So several messages are coming through. Number one, I know it says love triangle, and I know there's three people here. Okay. So for some of you, there may be here this energy where someone, okay, whether it's a prior connection that you had, especially if you have children, like the person who you had a child with long ago, whether that be on your side or whether that be on your partner's side. So there could be here this feeling of someone meddling, or someone trying to create a little bit of tension here in your or within your connection, okay, whether it's on your end or your partner's end. So that's number one. The second thing that's coming through is that it's not a third person, but rather a third energy. And the third energy being vulnerability. There's a lack of vulnerability that someone may be feeling here in the month of November, because that Mercury is going to be in retrograde. And maybe someone may get caught up very much into their own feelings and emotions and not share them, or not talk about them, or not want to feel like they're being an emotional burden on someone else. And so that hidden emotion, okay, may start some type of, it says a hidden emotional entanglement is present, okay? So it's not about the love triangle, it's not about the three people. It's, for others of you, the storyline, it's about someone not really truly sharing exactly how they may feel about something or about someone, and repressing that feeling in the month of November may bring about some underlying currents of tension or challenges here, because it's just like you're going to feel it, whether it's you're going to feel it, Virgo, or your partner's going to feel it. And it's coming across as someone, like I said, something feeling like a burden, some sense of sadness. And what is really needed here is to strengthen the supportive circle within both of you in the connection. So I said this at the top of the reading. I said, you're going to need to be supportive for your partner. Your partner needs to be supportive to you. And that is where this message came through here with the stars. So there's a sense here of, you know, you inspiring your partner inspiring you, and being supportive with one another. As a supportive circle, you will encounter people who truly care and support you. And I feel this is within the connection as well. All right, so very beautiful energy here, Virgo. Again, keep in mind that Mercury does rule your sign as well as Gemini, so you may feel that Mercury in retrograde a little bit more. But I feel that this is like something that you and your partner can handle, as long as you have passion. That's good. As long as both of you here allow yourselves to be open with each other, okay, that you don't start making storylines about something that you're overthinking or critically overthinking something here. So instead of assuming why something may happen, just be straightforward and ask or have that conversation. Or if you're feeling some type of way, just clear the air and have that conversation. Now, passion could be in both ways. Passion could be very positive, or passion could be challenging. Okay. And I'll talk about both. Passion, as it being challenging here, there could be a passionate debate, a passionate argument. The passion being very fiery, argumentative, not being able to discuss something in a healthy, calm, cool, and collected way. Okay. Remember, passion is fire. Fire can warm things up, and fire can burn things down. Okay. Like there could be like a wildfire, or you could just have like, fire heat up your food on the stove. You see what I'm saying? So you could have something that's very controlled and positive, or you can have something that's very out of control. So passion can go either way. Okay. So that's number one. Number two, passion is being very positive. There's reignited passion here between the both of you. That means mutual chemistry. You're going to feel very much connected in that way. Sensuality, connection, fill in the blank, you already know. This could also be passion in regards to the chemistry. Okay. Feeling very connected and how can I write this? Oh, how can I write this? How can I say this here? Oh, I said right. So there could be here like passionate texts that are coming through between both of you together. Passionate texts, passionate conversations, but this is more of like a very positive thing here, okay, for others of you. So there, I talked about that in the most G-rated version as I can. Passion here says, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Yeah, enjoying each other to the fullest here in various capacities here. So very, very nice. Let's take a look at the last and final card here for both you, Virgo, and your partner. Remember, this is a couples reading. So for those of you who are single, I did place the singles reading already in the singles section of the playlist. But for those of you who are in connections or in partnerships, Virgo and your partner. Let's see what else is coming through. A lot of this kind of gave validation confirmation here as I was channeling this. So very, very beautiful energy here. Even though your ruler is going to be, look what just popped out of the deck, even though your ruler here is Mercury, and even though Mercury is going to be in retrograde, again, there's this kind of like forecast, right? It's like one of those things. This is how I kind of, in a way, explain tarot and oracle. It's like kind of keeping an eye out. It's like the 7-day forecast, right? When the meteorologist says, listen, there's going to be a chance of rain or thunder on this day. Okay. So if you know that there's going to be a chance of rain and thunder on that day, then you prepare yourself, right? Not that you prepare yourself in a way of like, okay, so let me make sure I just have an umbrella, make sure I have my rain boots. I need to prepare for maybe a very difficult commute, right? So it's that type of energy. It's not about, this is set in stone. It's about if there is something that's challenging, how you can work around it, right? So you have here the Three of Wands as your last and final card. And Three of Wands is a beautiful energy. Again, fire here with Wands energy. Okay, so there's going to be here a sense of inspiration, of passion, of drive, fire. Okay, now Three of Wands energy is waiting for the right opportunity to present itself so that you can grab that opportunity and run with it as together as a couple. Three of Wands is also about alliances. It's about working together as well. Okay. There's also this sense of partnership and leadership here. So, as long as you, Virgo, and your partner work together as a couple, and I mentioned this at the top of the reading because I was telling you about the supportive energy, and sure enough, you ended up getting supportive circle here within your connection. As long as you and your partner are working together as a unit, like it says here, moonlight unity as a couple, okay, allowing each other to be the ones that you lean on when you're having a difficult time here in the month of November, then things are going to be feeling a whole lot easier here. Okay, the Three of Wands is saying there's a sense of wanting to move something forward. So move things in a higher level of commitment, or want to embrace the vulnerability that's being shared and understanding a little deeper on why this energy here of maybe sadness, of spiritual situation that may be happening here, maybe family situation, whatever this may be for you. So there is this energy of both of you really being there for each other here in the month of November and initiating the move to help each other and be supportive. That being said, I hope these messages have been insightful, Virgo. And don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section if these messages have resonated for you. And if you like how this reading has been channeled here and how I've channeled the reading, well, all you need to do is subscribe to the channel so that you too can be part of the Lexa Tarot community. And don't forget, I do 5-minute mini readings here on my channel for subscribers only. So make sure that you subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all alerts. Don't forget to like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you soon. Up next, we have a Capricorn. But before I jump into Capricorn's reading, I do want to say hello to all my intuitive friends, the ones that are here joining me live. Welcome. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support, and your thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to take a look at your November readings. Those are there for you. And if you haven't taken a look at the messages that I channeled for you, focusing on the unexpected messages, what you don't see coming, then take a look at the bonus messages playlist. And there you will find each and every sign where I have channeled messages focusing on what is coming through for you in the month of October, November, December, and what you don't see coming. So I see Chanley is here. It says, hello, I have Virgo moon rising. My firstborn baby boy Skylar was born on November 4th. Happy birthday, baby boy. Oh, that is so beautiful, Chanley. Congratulations there. Happy birthday to your boy as well. Thank you so much for sharing that on the channel. We wish you the best here and happy birthday. So beautiful. November 4th. Yeah, that's coming up this week. So Scorpio. He went back. Oh, he went back to heaven at 10. Let me see. Hold on one second. Oh, so sorry to hear that. My thoughts and prayers to you, my love, okay? Yeah, well, you know what? It's so interesting because the Virgo reading had that cross there, which was that sadness, and it had the stars. And I talked about, it channeled, it came through in the reading. It was like someone who has passed, who has crossed over, may be looking after you, Virgo, in your connection in the month of November. So very interesting that you just mentioned that, because that came through. And again, if you missed that, go back and review that. But yeah, thank you so much for sharing that with us. Yeah. All right, intuitive friends. Up next, we have Capricorn. My heart, deepest sympathy for you, Chanley. Okay, my heart goes out to you and your family, and I know that's a very difficult loss, my dear. Yeah, so there you go. I mean, that message, if that message resonated for you, I mean, that's exactly what came out through that message, by the way, which is very, very interesting. That is exactly what came through. So wow, that was very beautiful. That being said, intuitive friends, up next we have Capricorn, okay? I'm going to be channeling messages here for Capricorn up next. If you missed your other placements, I already did the fire signs. I will be doing the air signs tomorrow, as well as the water signs tomorrow, okay? So just letting you know about that ahead of time. That being said, let's jump into Capricorn here. Chanley, thank you so much for sharing that with us here, okay? As you saw, you got validation confirmation there in that reading already here, being November 1st. So there you go. Alrighty, so let's see, Capricorn, you are up next. And there we go. Intuitive friends, don't forget that after I channel these messages, I will take a moment to rest for a little bit, and then I'm going to come back into the readings that I channeled, and then I'm going to be putting the timestamps for you. Okay, so it's a whole lot easier for you to navigate through the timestamps. Okay. All right, intuitive friends, here we go. Hello, Capricorn. Welcome, Capricorn. Welcome back. If you are a Capricorn sun, moon, or rising, or if you are a Capricorn in your astrological placements that are focusing on love, connection, partnership, marriage, and love, then if you are a Capricorn in Venus, if you are a Capricorn in Juno, or if you're a Capricorn in your fifth house, or a Capricorn in your seventh house, then these Capricorn messages are also for you and your partner, focusing on what potential challenges, obstacles, blessings, what may be unfolding here for the both of you in the month of November. Okay. That being said, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All my information is down below. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. All right, Capricorn, we're going to jump into your reading. Of course, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what may be potentially unfolding for you here, not only just for you, Capricorn, but also for your partner. So it's that mutual energy type of message here. These messages are for couples or people who are in partnerships or connections. So Capricorn, let's see here what's coming through for you and your partner here in the month of November. Potentially unfolding here for you, Capricorn, and you have masked realities beyond posing facades and cover-ups dare to unveil the truth hidden beneath. Okay, so this card came up in reverse. Okay, now I'm only bringing it up so you could see what I just finished reading, but I'm gonna put it in its upright position so that you can see the illustration. Okay, so you can see the illustration here on the card. And what you see here are two people holding each other, but both of those people are wearing masks. So, Capricorn, I'm sorry, it's reverse here. Masked realities. There could be here some sort of masking of emotions, masking in a way of turning a blind eye towards something or about something here in the month of November. There may be this sense of feeling like either you're not sharing everything that you should be sharing in regards to your emotions, in regards to maybe certain things that may be coming up in the month of November, and or your partner not sharing some type of emotions or certain things here that may be coming up in the month of November. They're keeping, or you or them could be keeping something closely guarded to your chest or closely guarded to your heart. Okay, so there's this sense here of not wanting to talk about something or turning a blind eye or something. I'm also getting here this energy where it's like, I don't want to mention this or I don't want to talk about that because I don't want to start an argument. I don't want to start or create tension in the connection. So I won't mention it or I won't talk about it or I just won't bring it up. Okay. So there's that sense that I'm hearing tippy toeing around certain things. Like if you're walking on eggshells for others of you. Okay. So there may be here this energy that may be felt here or that may be unfolding here within your partnership or connection in the month of November. Now, of course, I have many more cards here that I'm going to channel, but just wanted to give you the heads up on this first one. Let's get more information here on mass realities. Now, an intuitive friend, I know that you could see this, but this is not the part of the reading. That's not the part that I'm channeling. I'm channeling mass realities, which is the message that is showing itself towards my end. Okay, so let's get more information here. Give me more energy here, more clarity. You have the child. This could be connected to children if both of you share children, or even if you don't share children. This tension here of not talking or not saying something transparently may be connected to a child or maybe connected to a past prior partnership where a child is shared. Okay, so if it's not the child or children that you share together, you could be in a connection where either you, Capricorn, may have a child or children, and there may be something there connected to an ex, or it could be your partner who may have a connection here towards an ex or with an ex due to the fact that there are a child or children involved. This could also be if you don't have children together as a couple, but you are a blended family, meaning you have children or you know how it is, blended family in any way or in any which way. This could be talking about here that someone doesn't want to say something because they don't want someone else either to feel bad or they don't want to ignite an argument here of some sorts. Okay, so there may be this kind of like, let me not even bring it up because I just don't want to turn it into a situation, circumstance, or an event. Okay, now for others of you, the fact that you have here the child symbolizes here a new beginning. So even though there is this energy here of a potential mass reality where both of you or one of you may be not sharing something or maybe turning a blind eye of something of some sort, this is talking about you both making moves here or moving towards having a discussion so that you can clear the air and let bygones be bygones. So there's a sense here of wanting to create an energy here of kind of like a clean slate type of energy. Okay. Give me more here in regards to mass realities. And we have here the house. Again, this may be very much connected to your home. All right. So home life, your home, or your family, Capricorn, or your partner's family. Okay. So it could be children within the connection. It could be children as in blended family, meaning you have your children, they have their children, and together that is coming through as well. This could also be talking about family, meaning your external family and or your partner's external family. Whatever this may be, it is concerning a home. It could be family from a distance, okay? Or it could be talking about a trip, all right? A trip, a vacation, a holiday, okay? And there may be certain emotions and feelings here about or surrounding that discussion, okay? Maybe it's about like, I don't want to go to so and so's house for Thanksgiving. I want to spend it here. And your, partner's like, well, we need to go to so and so's house because, you know what I mean? Or vice versa, however this may be. But I'm getting that there's something here involving that, okay? So it could be very much connected to family tree, family, okay? Whether it's your end or their end. I'm also getting here, like I said, it could be connected to child or children, whether it's together or from other prior connections, or this could be connected, very much connected to your own, the family that you are creating, meaning the both of you, if you don't have children or share children with other people, okay? Let's see what else is coming through. Give me more messages here. Okay. More messages here. More clarity here in regards to mass realities. Ooh, look at that. That just flipped over here on me. So there's three things that came through. So I'm going to take it. Inner conflict, validation, confirmation. Like I said, someone is not feeling good about something. Someone has their own emotions, feelings, or thoughts about something, but they're not saying something. Okay. They're keeping it to themselves. Okay. Inner conflict says inner conflict makes decision making difficult. Sure enough, that could be the case here. Now, there is what looks like an arrow. Now, Sagittarius season is coming up. November 19th, 20th, around there, to December 20th, around there. Okay. Something here may start in November, but the energy may continue towards December. So although I'm channeling the messages for November reading for the both of you, there could be some aspects of this that may linger into December. Okay. December 19th, 20, 21st, around there. Okay. Because the arrow, like the bow and arrow of Sagittarius, is showing up here in this reading. So again, inner conflict makes decision making difficult. Okay. So there could be a little bit of tension here in regards to agreeing towards something. Okay. Agreeing about something, coming to a compromise. Okay. Pretending to be fine. I mean, talk about validation, confirmation. There again, here we go. I talked about that, mass realities, and you may appear strong outwardly while feeling vulnerable. Okay. So there's a lot going on and there's a lot of smoke here. So that's telling me that this may be very much connected to a lot of thoughts. Either you have a lot of thoughts on your mind here, Capricorn, in the month of November, or your partner has a lot of thoughts happening in the mind, and either one of you or both of you are not being very transparent about what those thoughts are or what that may be about. Okay. Again, it could be very much connected to your specific connection, family, or children. Okay. That being said, the other card that came through here as it popped out of the deck, it says testing limits. Someone is testing the limits of sorry, someone is testing the limits of what, it all depends in your specific connection. So this could be outside forces. Like I said, that could be here whether you have children from another prior connection, or your partner has children from a prior connection. There could be here some type of situation here happening undercover here, or not wanting to be shared with each other about something here, or a topic, right? So again, that's coming through. It says examining how you react under pressure. Someone or something from external forces, people, family, loved ones, I don't know. Tis the season to be jolly is coming up. Okay, so holidays are coming, whether it's the holidays in November, holidays in December, but there could be here some external person, situation, circumstance, event that may be pushing the limits and pushing the patient button here on someone. Okay, and someone trying to act like everything's okay, they're trying to pretend everything is fine, but in reality there's a lot of inner conflict here that either you or your partner may not want to share with each other because you don't want to rock the boat. Okay. So just be aware that Mercury is going to be in retrograde, and Mercury is the planet that influences communication, and it influences clarity of the mind as well as travel and technology. So when it's in retrograde, it's saying here that there could be tension in the clarity of the mind, in the clarity of communication, in delays of travel. Okay. That could be airplane, car, bus, ship, boat, whatever this is. Okay. As well as glitches and technology issues. Okay. Or technological glitches. Okay. By the way, I have a heavy Mercury on my astrological chart, so that's why I'm all over with my words. I'm stumbling over them. So yeah. So anyway, so that's coming through here for the both of you. Okay. So just be in that awareness, because just like the moon influences the tides of the ocean, planets also influence the shifts and the energies within, many different areas. So just be in awareness. Let's take a look here, Capricorn. What else is coming through for both you and your partner here? And something flipped over and it says falling in love. Yeah, suddenly this is that suddenly sudden feelings that this is the one. Okay, some of you are already in a higher level of commitment with your partner, whether that is marriage, whether it's that you live together, whether there is an engagement, whether there's, you guys could already be a happy family already. Okay, or a structure of a family here. Okay. So for those of you here, that are in a higher level of commitment, this is just kind of, as you know, the highs and lows, the peaks and valleys, okay, the ebbs and flows of a connection. I feel that this is something that is going to be cleared up. You're going to, figure a way of, having this kind of clear slate type of energy here, making sure that this inner conflict is resolved, that this, vulnerability is shared here within the connection, so that you can unmask, whether that is you, Capricorn, or your partner, so both of you can unmask your masks and be vulnerable with each other. Okay. And of course, if this is very much connected to children or prior partners here in the past or recent past, this is also here again. There's someone that could be testing the limits, testing your connection here. You know how there's a saying that, misery loves company? Maybe they're not happy and they just want to create some type of tension within your connection. But I feel here that as long as that a conversation is had, then things are going to feel like they're falling into place. Okay. So you have here falling in love. There could be reignited passion here between you and your partner within the month of November. Okay. So very, very beautiful energy here for the both of you. Okay. So there could be, again, that reignited passion, magnetic attraction. There could be more of this romance in the air, whether it's you creating a romantic environment for your partner, or your partner creating a romantic environment for you. But there is this beautiful kind of falling in love with each other once again, reignited passion, and really joining together to create this beautiful energy of this new beginning within your connection or within your household. That being said, Capricorn, oh, wait, hold on. I missed one. I thought I was done. No, I'm not. I have one final deck here to shuffle, and then this is going to be the end. Okay. Let's see what else is coming through here, Capricorn. Capricorn, don't forget to take a look at your November readings. And what you don't see coming, I do have that under the bonus messages as well. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at the last and final here card for you, Capricorn. Okay, so Ace of Wands in reverse and the Eight of Swords. Okay, feeling trapped in your own perception or your own illusion of something. Okay, Capricorn, be careful that either you or your partner, like I said, with this mask reality, that both look, you have two cards here that have masks over their eyes, that you are not allowing your mind to trap you into something that isn't true or that it isn't real. Okay, so basically saying don't assume something, just ask. If you don't know, ask. If you feel like you need more information on something, talk about it. Okay, because what happens if you don't talk about it here with this Eight of Swords is you start making or creating storylines, narratives in your own your own story here. Okay. Now, Capricorn, that is not only for you, but also for your partner. So, together as a couple, making sure that both of you are not allowing yourselves to feel trapped or stuck in limited beliefs, in your own insecurities or inadequacies, or in storylines that are not real, that are imagined due to how you perceive something or how you're perceiving something that may be coming up in the month of November. With the Ace of Wands in reverse, okay, there may be someone here within the connection that's afraid of starting or refreshing something, doing something in a different way. This is a person who could be very stuck in their own way, in their own patterns. They don't want to try anything new. They don't want to try to, bring, maybe for some of you, because it says falling in love here, reignite passion in a certain way or whatever that may be. I'll leave that alone, but you know what I'm talking about here. So there's a sense here of someone kind of being very fixed and not wanting to allow themselves to get out of their own head. They have their own storyline in their head, and it's really difficult for them to snap themselves out of it. Okay. So there is here this potential energy of this of this Ace of Wands in reverse. Now I know it looks like it's okay. Let me do this because now you could see it in reverse. Okay, so this Ace of Wands in reverse, where someone may be very either not motivated. There could be a lack of motivation here. There could be a lack of motivation of wanting to talk about that thing or that topic that tends to bring a trigger in the connection, okay, where that can trigger emotions. And of course, here with the Ace of Wands in reverse, there could be here this fear of change. It's like, yeah, let's try something new, or let's do something new, or let's go about this in a different way. And someone here may be being very resistant to that change or that new way. And that resistance here, if this resonates with you here, Capricorn, it's due to the fact that there is this kind of, I'm only seeing it my way, or I'm stuck in my own head about it. I'm really trapped by my own limited beliefs. Okay. And so there could be here underlying feeling of insecurity or inadequacy in something here that, again, may be beyond posing facades and cover-ups, dare to unveil the true hidden truth. Okay, so there you go. Capricorn, I hope these messages have been insightful. Drop a rose in the comment section to let me know that these messages resonated for you. That being said, I wish you the best of luck. And don't forget to meet me during my 5-minute mini readings on my channel. In other words, also here, subscribe to the channel. Okay, so that you could also be part of that. All right. Take care, Capricorn. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you soon.